Yo, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? This is your boy Food Junkie. It's a little bit before 5 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. Woke up, couldn't get to sleep, and started checking YouTube, whatever, you know what I'm saying, notifications, things of that nature. And I saw that Deanna Irvin pinned one of my comments on one of her videos. I think the video she did on Friday about Shakira, the young lady who is known to have passed. And I saw the video. I guess she made the video earlier in the day, Friday afternoon, and I saw the video Friday evening while I was at work, pretty late. And I wrote the comment, "People grieve differently," because I guess the conversation was on Deanna Irvin's video was that, what's up, Ashley? How you doing, babe? Was that why is her husband on here? He should know better than the other. First of all, I was gonna make a video when I got home that evening, afternoon on Friday. And I decided not to because, like, let me stay out of it because it really is none of my business. And my reaction to it is going to be something that's not going to be pleasant for anyone who doesn't have anything nice to say. And it's not because I'm beefing with anyone or I have a problem with anyone. It's not. But what I understand is that a lot of y'all on here have absolutely nothing to do. I don't care what y'all say by saying y'all busy, y'all have these fulfilling lives outside of YouTube. You don't. You really, truly don't. And you tell on yourselves every single day. You tell on yourself, what's up, baby? How you doing? You tell on yourself every single day when you come on here, jump on here, and talk about and are so passionate about things that have absolutely nothing to do with you. It doesn't move your life or shouldn't move your life left or right in any direction whatsoever. Now, let me say this to expound upon what I wrote in Jana Irvin's comments. People grieve differently. Just because you don't do it, you don't understand it, you can't comprehend it, doesn't mean that it is not logical, it is not real. Don't have any, don't care. Um, but that's part of this conversation as well. Um, People grieve differently. Now, if someone is in a relationship with someone and they have no idea of what's going on in this person's life outside, especially on social media, they're going to take every avenue, every route to try to figure out what is going on in this person's life in order for it to make sense to them, not to you, not to anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So if Sha- the young lady's husband, I forgot her name, just Shakira, whatever, husband didn't know she was on YouTube, didn't know she was so vested in social media, while looking for answers, while looking for closure, stumbled across a breadcrumb that led him down here. He has every right to explore that breadcrumb. It's not for you to understand. It's not for you to comprehend. It's not for something that you should be doing. It is his right to explore that breadcrumb and however it comes across. See, the thing is, one thing about y'all here on the beef sector, especially y'all who all these big mouths and talk a lot, y'all think everyone thinks like you. Y'all think, ask me again and you will be blocked. I don't care. Put that in my chat one more time and your ass will be blocked. I do not give a fuck. So, like I was saying, it's crazy to me how someone looking for answers, looking for closure for themselves, gets people in their feelings. Everyone's not like you. Everyone has not been so tainted by the world or by society or by a situation or by their own desperation in their lives to where that everybody has an angle. Everyone have something going on negatively. Babe, I just started like 5 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem with the majority of people. I won't say all, the majority of people here in the beef sector. They are running these plays and these angles in their own lives, on their own channels and things of that nature. So they think that everyone else is doing the exact same thing. And that's not the way people think. That's not the way the majority of sane people think. Sane people are not going around looking for the angle, looking for the getcha gotcha moments. The people that are doing that are the one. People who are doing that are the ones who are doing the get you gotcha moment type of situations. No one is trying to always play an angle. No one is always trying to look for, oh, well, I wouldn't do it, so it doesn't make sense. If that's like you finding a letter back in the days of someone who died, and the letter is intriguing and give you and have you answer questions, you're more than likely to call or write the person who sent that letter to them to figure out what the relationship is. And whatever rabbit hole you fall down that rabbit hole looking for answers, trying to process information, trying to make sure that you can move forward and move past and grieve properly for your loved one. Now, while I wouldn't do it, because I don't fuck with y'all like that. No offense to people who will get offended, but the ones who know. I know I wouldn't go on social media and do certain things. But once again, I give room and breath for everyone to process things and do things at their own pace, at their own will. Because the majority of shit that y'all do on here, I don't do. I wouldn't understand. I don't talk about. I don't care about. But I'm not going to sit here and judge you for doing it, for talking about it, for being involved in it, for listening to it on a daily basis, day in, day out, all day long. Oh yeah, I just did a little I just did a little just let y'all know just how I look when I wake up. You know how I look when I wake up. But yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. I'm behind camera because I want to be, not because I have to be. It's a difference. You know, when I wake up in the morning, that's how I look. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and that's the problem I have. Y'all gotta be kidding me. Y'all hear to learn that someone died, and I'm saying this is not me trying to come for Olivia because I'm not coming for Olivia. But why does she have to be a bitch? If you don't know her, if you like, you can say y'all are passionate about stuff. Y'all can say that y'all are this and the third. You know, it's not for you. Like, like it's just not for you. Like Olivia, why Olivia gotta be a bitch? I don't understand that. You don't know her, you don't care about it, what's not, but yet you call her all out her name and bitches, and she ain't dead, and if she is dead. Now, how does someone's death become a conspiracy theory? How is someone's death that you say you don't know, but yet you're questioning if she's dead or not? So what? We know that old girl died on April Fool's Day and came back, and y'all greeted her with open arms. Y'all greet her now with open arms. If it's another play and you don't give out money, you don't give out any type of positivity towards it, or attention towards it, what does it matter to you? It's crazy to me how y'all get so vested in people's lives, but while being so uninvested. Let y'all tell it. Based on the reaction, based on how y'all respond to things, based on how y'all disseminate information, based on how y'all put out information on here, y'all are too invested. I said this years ago. All the unbothered are the most bothered. If someone has passed, if someone has, you know, left this earth, left their earthly body, and on the spiritual plane now, the people that they leave behind, who loved them, who cared for them, who didn't just use them for content, need some type of closure. And everyone experiences closure differently. Everyone looks for closure differently. Everyone process and determine what their closure is differently. And it's not up to me or anyone else to dictate or to tell someone or even to give an opinion on what makes sense to me or them or whoever and what does not make sense, because I wouldn't 100% do it. I'm not going to sit around and drink coffee in the morning time and listen to bullshit all day long. I'm not going to sit around and listen to nonsense all day long. That doesn't make sense to me. And after listening to nonsense all day long, come online and talk about the nonsense that I've heard, that someone else did, that someone else has said. To me, that is crazy as fuck. You have to be cat piss crazy to do shit like that, in my opinion. But you don't see me coming on here judging anybody for doing it. And that's the problem. Everyone wants attention so bad. Like I said this years ago when I first got on here. And y'all know who's been here for a while. Everyone else just try to say it now, but I say this from the very beginning. This is the most popular that the majority of all of y'all have ever been. This is the most times that y'all have been listened to and communicated with and talked to, because y'all don't know how to do it at y'all big ages. All the yelling and screaming, you're loud and wrong the majority of the times, the majority of you. The majority of y'all opinions are off. Should be medicated, should be studied, because a normal person don't think that way. A normal person don't do the things that y'all do. A normal person, a fulfilled person in their life, don't concentrate on misery and degradation. There's so much stuff going on in this world, in the real world, that y'all should be concentrating on, trying to make sure that everything is right and doing your best to try to fix in your own little bubble, that you don't have time to worry about why some dead woman's husband is on here talking to Lemon. And that was the point that Deanna was trying to make. That's the point that Deanna was trying to make. That at some point, y'all, have to stop with the bullshit. At some point, y'all have to stop thinking that every single thing that you hear is worthy of commentary on. Yes, we know everything is content. Me scratching my butt could be content. Me picking my nose could be content. Me, you know what I'm saying, painting my nails could be content. Just because you can talk about something, the question you should be asking yourself is, should I be talking about this? Asking you and me both. Yeah, just listen. If you have an opinion, have an opinion and move the hell on. Now, I wouldn't have made this video was not if I didn't go through my things and saw that the end pin my comment, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But because it really does irk me to see people who are so fulfilled in their lives, so grown, so this and so that, so articulate, so educated, delving into the darkness of what this is. Y'all are falling into the traps that they want you to fall into. Y'all are putting yourselves in places and saying things that they want you to say because you're not focusing on what's really going on. Y'all have so many opinions, so many negative opinions about someone who died, supposedly or randomly or whatever. Y'all know a lot of people on here are weak as hell. Weak as hell. Empty vessels. That's why the majority of y'all are on here, because you are empty vessels. You want to be fulfilled with something. You want to be you're longing for something. You're looking for something to fulfill you. And just because that lady had a liver transplant and had an alcohol problem, she was on here in those, what y'all call it, discords and things of that nature, in these little groups and trying to be fit in, was not because she was longing for something in her life. She was looking for something in her life. And the whole adage of no one made her drink, no one can pour liquor down your throat. No, no one can physically do that for you. It's not. But you could want to fit in so bad, so hard, so much that you just follow the crowd. If someone's having a tipsy Tuesday, yeah, you want to be part of the cool kids too. So guess what you're going to do? You're going to tipsy and be on Tuesday. Someone stand up for 13 hours live drinking online. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to be up there with 13-hour lives drinking with them because you want to be part of the cool kids. You want to be close to the action. You want to feel what they're feeling. You want to do it because you don't have that strength within yourself to be yourself. That's how it happened. That's how cults happen. That's how followers happen. That's how weak vessels, empty vessels happen, and they get caught up in bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You want to be caught up in the action. Oh, I was there when this happened. Oh, yeah, when I was there when they said this. Look at Jay Dunn jumping on everybody's panel. Well, I heard this, and the story was this, and this is what happened, and this is what. Empty vessels, wanting attention, wanting to be counted, wanting to be heard. Why do y'all think that I have backed all the way back from this bullshit? Yes, the first couple of years, I was doing it. I was in a mix. I was doing my little thing, getting the numbers and uh, coming on here, being obligated to talk about stuff that I really don't care about, but trying to make it entertaining and fun for y'all and this and that. I don't care. If it's not affecting me in my real life, if it's not tangible for me, I really, truly don't give a fuck. I don't care about someone who don't have enough self-esteem, self-love to do what's best for them. I don't care enough to talk about what someone else that I don't like, that I wouldn't associate with in person, in real life, is doing and or saying. I don't care enough. I really truly don't. I'm trying to focus on making sure that my life don't change or change for the better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about what somebody who is begging for pennies and dimes and nickels and numbers and things that are doing. That's not my mission. My mission is to make sure that I am the best person that I am meant to be. And worrying about what you're saying over there has absolutely no merit in my life whatsoever. That's why I don't respond to bullshit all the time. That's why I don't care about what someone is saying. Whatever you say is true. Yes, it's true. The good, the bad, and the different about me is true. All of it's true. Now what? Y'all are so busy worried about trying to defend your stupidity, defend your degradation of yourself. But I've always told y'all, I see more in you're trying to defend the bullshit that you do than actually what you want me to see. I see and hear more than what when you're out here screaming and cussing and fussing and yelling about nonsense than what you actually are saying. I hear more, I see more. Because I look behind all that nonsense. What are you really saying? What are you really hiding? What are you really going through? Y'all have all seen that crazy man or woman on the street screaming and yelling, and everyone's walking by them. That's how I see the majority of you. That's how I see the majority of you. Like I gave the analogy of a lot of bullshit that y'all do on here is like me watching. It's like watching homeless people have sex. It's disgusting to me. Same thing. Listening to the majority of y'all is like purposely listening to that mentally insane person on the street screaming and yelling while wearing a diaper and holding a baby doll, calling the baby doll their child while talking nonsense. That's what I see when I look at y'all. That's why I don't look at the majority of you because it doesn't make sense to me. You say you're sane, you say you're articulate, you say you're intelligent, you say you're not like the rest, but yet you're doing the exact same thing that the rest is doing. Right. I mean, actually, remember I always said, once I see you, I can't unsee you. Once I see you, I can't unsee you. I'm of the um adage of once I hear a bell ring, that bell can't be unrung. So it doesn't matter what you do, how you try to cover it up, how you try to flip it and turn it's not. The essence of who you are is the essence of who you are. You don't switch off the bullshit once you get off here. You continue the bullshit in your real life because if you didn't, you wouldn't be on here so much, diving and dwelling in the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have so much other things going on. But like I said, I listen to a couple people, whatever. And what Deanna was trying to say is we need to really truly stop the bullshit. Not everything is meant for a conversation or a reaction. If you know someone has passed or is alleged to have passed or talking about they have passed, why is that a conversation? You know what I'm saying? Why is that a conversation? Who cares? How does that affect you? How does someone passing or not passing or husband on here and How does that affect you? Unless you're part of the um, scavengers who's picking the meat off the carcass, off the bone. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way that it affects you. If you are one of the scavengers that is picking the meat off the bone. But if someone has passed, their husband or significant other is on here or snooping around or looking through letters or looking through phones or looking through emails and yeah, and trying to get some type of closure during their grieving process, how does that affect you? Why are you mad about it? Why are you upset about it? If you're not trying to pick the meat off the bones, like the other scavengers, you shouldn't be worried about it. Down here in the South, there be dead carcasses all across the roads. Possums, deers, animals, all of all kinds. And the same person drives by it, walk past it, or whatever the case may be, ride past it, shake their head, that was sad, that's horrible, and move on. But the mentally insane will stop, gawk, and try to see what they can use from it. No one, no, that's sad. Damn. Let me go past about my business. Yeah, there's some that will, if it's fresh enough, they'll go eat it, which is also disgusting to me. But I'm not judging. If I see you pick up a dead deer on the side of the road and put it on your truck, put it in your car, or put some bear meat in your refrigerator, shout out to RFK. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do it. I don't do it. But to each his own. You know what I'm saying? So my point of making this video early in this morning, late at night, whatever you want to call it, is y'all gotta be kidding me. Someone can't pass without y'all turning into um commentary. How someone's passing commentary? Oh, well, I used to talk to her. I used to see her. I used to see her. Yeah, she used to be in my chat as well. That's not commentary. I don't know y'all like that. Y'all don't know me like that. I don't want to know y'all like that. I don't want y'all to know me like that. What I tell y'all, how I represent myself to you, is the capacity in which I want you to know me. Anything other than that, whatever your thoughts are, okay, I don't care about that. It has nothing to do with me because that's not who I am. That's not who I present myself to you as. I don't care to be the loudest, to have the most numbers, to be the most popular here on YouTube. Because some of the most popular ones are the most brokest ones on here. Y'all don't realize that? Y'all following YouTube fame and being and broke, having to beg, having to have wish lists for things, having to scheme, scam, and connive to get things done. And you wonder why over the years I've been on here, I've never had to come on here with a GoFundMe for a trip or for a cruise or for a transmission or for crab legs or whatever the case, whatever, anything to occupy my life with. Because I stay focused on what's important to me in my life. And that's my life, not trying to appease or impress the masses. But how is someone's husband looking for closure during their grieving process noteworthy commentary? Make that make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand how someone looking through old pictures and folders and phones and things like that and trying to get some closure. Damn, she stopped drinking for 5 years. She had surgery, had a liver transplant. She was doing good. But now all of a sudden, she's down. I've seen her do this. What's the cause of her relapsing? What's the cause of her acting this way? Oh, I see that she's spending a lot of time, energy right here. Let me explore this situation so I can grieve her myself. Let me explore the situation so I can have closure for this situation. I don't have to be into the situation. Was not like she was, but I do want to understand why and how and what signs that I miss in our real lives that that she had to turn to this route. That what grieving is. That what closure is. Healthy grieving, healthy closure. Let me make this make sense to me so I can get past it, so I can get over it, so I can move on from it. It doesn't involve a bunch of cussing and fussing and name calling, things of that nature. Oh, I've seen a letter. Oh, you knew this person was not. Oh, how'd you know? My deceased family member, my deceased person. Oh, so what was the interaction? Okay. So how did you know him? Okay. It may enlighten you on some things that you didn't know about them. It may enlighten you on the full volume of the person that they were. That's what it is. It's not for me to respond the way you want me to respond or respond in a way that you think is appropriate. What's appropriate to that man is for that man to go through his grieving process. And if he get caught up in some bullshit, it's up to him to get himself out of that. It's not up to me to be upset about that. I don't care because I'm not doing it. I wouldn't do that. Once I see something that isn't going the way I want it to go, I remove myself from it. It's crazy to me how a lot of y'all take a lot of this shit so personally. Well, I wouldn't do it, so I don't understand it. So I don't understand why they did it that way. Because they're different from you. That's why. Like I said, like I don't understand why a lot of y'all are so vested in this bullshit. I don't understand why a lot of y'all are so vested in each other to come on here every day talking about one another. I don't understand that. That's crazy as fuck to me. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. I don't want to meet you. I'm not going to show myself. Let y'all. This is what y'all. This is how I see y'all reacting, interacting. I don't want to meet nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to give out my personal information to nobody. I don't want to show myself. I don't want to do these things. But yeah, I'm so vested in what everybody else is doing. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. All these avatars, all these behind the scenes and da 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 da. Like, but yet you don't want to be vested into nothing, but yet you're so vested into everything. And that goes for the majority of y'all. Y'all have an opinion on everything that's going on here, what everyone else is doing, how everyone else is doing it wrong, but yet you're afraid to open up yourself to the point to where people can judge you on that same level. The man don't know anything about what y'all do, how trifling y'all are, how ridiculous y'all are. The man don't know that. All the man knows is that his wife is dead. Someone that he loved was dead, is dead. Someone that he had strong positive feelings for is no longer here. He's looking for answers. He's turning over every rock possible in order for him to get those answers that he seeks. It's not for you to understand. It's not for you to get. It's not for you to say, oh, it's not what I would do. Well, you don't do it then. But allow that man to grieve how that man wants to grieve. I'll allow that man to go through whatever he needs to go through to get to the other side. If he's talking to these people who have no good intentions for him or toward him, and he doesn't see it, he doesn't recognize it, pray for him, pray that he do, and move the hell on. But it's crazy to me how, oh, well, men, for all, and I hate you come back to this right here, but these things are so, and you wonder why people think a certain way about you, and really you don't care. But Olivia, what your husband do is not the sign of what all quote unquote real men do, or quote unquote, how all real men are. Your husband is the man that you decide to love, that you decide to live with, that decided to live with you and decided to work together the way y'all work together. That's an example of individual, one individual that's a sign of. Because if you as part of the manosphere, isn't all quote unquote real men, heterosexual men? Just because your husband wouldn't do certain things doesn't mean that every man is like your husband. Like, and that's and stuff like that, that people, well, I don't know why people call me this. I don't think that you are whatever the people call you. I think that sometimes you're closed minded. I think that sometimes you can be a little tone deaf, but comments like that is why people say certain things about you. And you, like I said, you don't care. You don't care, but you care so much because you're always in your feelings. You're always so passionate about things that means nothing. Like, I don't think you're homophobic. I don't think you don't like gay people. I don't think that at all. I think that you can be tone deaf. I think that you can be a little bit misogynistic. I think that you're caught up in this idea of what men should be based on what you grew up around or what you like or what you think is a masculine trait. But that doesn't account for a lot of shit that a lot of black men do, real black men, heterosexual quote unquote black men do in the dark. You can say that your husband don't do this because that's not what he shows you. You can say the men that you know don't do it because that's what they show you. But why do you think the internet is ripe full of quote unquote heterosexual black men with these think pieces? Be it right, be it wrong, be it whatever. The reason why society is the way it is, especially in a black culture, is because black men are told we shouldn't feel a certain way. We shouldn't act a certain way. We shouldn't do things a certain way. You're telling little black boys, don't cry, don't express yourselves. Ball it up. hold it in, deal with it. And then when they become an adult, they don't know how to deal with the drama and trauma that the world has put on them. So they act out or they self harm. That's the problem. Stop trying to put people in a box to make yourself feel comfortable. And that goes for everybody. What's up, Castro? How you doing? That goes for everybody. Stop trying to put people in boxes to make yourself feel comfortable. Oh, I don't like this, so therefore let me put you in this box over here. Oh, I think that you should act this way right here because that would make me feel more comfortable. No, get out of your own way, get out of your own head, and deal with things as they are, not as you want them to be. A lot of people will be much happier that way. You don't understand it? Great. I don't understand that. Is it worth me to try to explore that um, situation, that area? Mm, not so much. I'm not going to change them. Like, I'm not going to change their attitudes, their mindsets, what's not, and they're not going to change mine. But can I get along with them? Can I work with them? And that's all it is. So someone's grieving process may not be your grieving process. Some man over here, some woman over here may not act the way the men or women that you are around act. Does it make it wrong? No, it just makes it different. And that's the problem. A lot of us don't understand difference. We want everyone to be the same, but we want people to treat us like we're special. No one on here is special. Shit, I'm not special to y'all. I'm special to me and people that I have close around me and in my circle. I'm the cat's meow. But to y'all, I just be something the cat done coughed up. Either way, I don't care about what you think of me. I'm not trying to be your best friend. Hey, Certified Boo, how you doing, baby? Good morning. Yeah, and for y'all who just coming in, I'm talking about the fact that everyone's so upset about that lady who passed, husband coming on here, seeking answers, looking for closure while he's going through his grieving process. And I don't understand why people have so many strong opinions about that. He's good up there sleeping. I woke up and can get back to sleep. But yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand how someone's passing and someone's looking for closure is a problem. I think her name was Shakira. I think they said her name was Shakira. Why? Why? Castro, you should be the last one to talk about people need what people need to do to stay off of here. And I'm not coming at you us now, but the shit that you don't put on here in the past couple of months, you should be the last person to say what shouldn't and shouldn't be on YouTube, what should and shouldn't be on social media. Like I was saying, for y'all who just got here, he's not like a lot of y'all. If no one knew, if I didn't know anything about the beef sector, and someone told me the shit that I have experienced here on the beef sector, that I done witnessed here on the beef sector, that a lot of y'all have done here on the beef sector, I would think that they were crazy as fuck. So if someone doesn't know what's going on here on the beef sector, in the beef sector, on social media, and how trifling and down bad the shit is on here, and if my husband passed and I found out that he was spending a majority of his time somewhere that I didn't know about, and I see something, and I choose to explore it, and I wish the fuck anyone would tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing, don't tell me how to grieve. Don't tell me how to seek closure. Don't do that. It's what, hold on, let me see one second. But Castro, why do we know about you and Tommy? Because y'all brought that bullshit on here. Why do we know about him beating your ass? Because y'all brought that shit on here. It's none of our business. That's none of our business. You being hit in the head with the club had nothing to do with us. But yet we know about that. So you can't tell somebody else who's grieving what to do, how to do it. And I'm not coming at you as not, but it's that type of mentality that I'm talking about that y'all don't understand. I can do it, but someone else can't do it. I can explore my truth and my opinions and my thoughts and my life and my relationships and this and the third, but no one else could seek answers and seek questions. You knew what this gave, and you still chose to go over to Jay Wilson's channel and let that man talk about y'all and use y'all for content. You knew what this section gave, and you still chose to show what you've shown on here about your personal business that we shouldn't be knowing about. You knew about that for years. You have had interactions with several people on here for years. The ZTs, the Bryans, the Jay Wilsons. Now all of a sudden, you want to be the voice of what should or shouldn't be shown on YouTube? Come on now, stop. You know I like you, but don't do that. You know I'm gonna tell the truth as well. Don't do that. I can't come on here and say, oh, well, y'all shouldn't show this and that when I'm out here busting open and spreading the wide. I mean, it doesn't matter what you say, that's my opinion. And this is my truth. I don't talk about what you and Tommy did, but you're not going to come into my house, in my channel, and tell me that someone else shouldn't grieve the way they want to grieve when you chose to put all your business out here on Front Street. I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm saying. It's that type of hypocrisy, that type of double-mindedness that I don't understand why I stay away from this stuff. Because I'm sorry, what you're talking about is not logical. What you said is not logical to me. You had a whole 6 month span of all your business being laid out into the streets, these YouTube streets. And now all of a sudden you think that this man shouldn't have come on here and asked a question. How do y'all know my wife? What is this? Oh, I didn't know that she was caught up in this like that. She wasn't drinking for 5 years, and all of a sudden she's dead because she have, you know what I'm saying, alcohol related death while hanging out with an alcoholic. That doesn't raise questions. I see why a lot of y'all are in the positions that y'all are in life and on here. Because y'all don't think logically. Talk about logically. Not in my feelings, not in your feelings, not what should happen, what I think should happen was not what actually happened. And this is my conversation with it. You, I don't know who, like Castro said, I'm not arguing, it's not about you, it's not about me, whatever. But I'm saying you're saying that he should have just stayed off of here was not. It's crazy to me. That sounds crazy to me coming out of your mouth. Anyone else could have said it and it wouldn't have been all this. But you saying it sounds crazy to me. And if you don't see how that sounds crazy to me after what you've been through on here, what you allowed yourself to go through on here, it's like you're not learning from your own examples. You're not learning from your own mistakes. Because you want to have a debate with me when you're not going to win that, first of all. but you want to have a debate with me about what someone should and shouldn't have done. When all I'm saying is that you shouldn't have done what you have done on here. And that's how for the past 6 months, from you lying about the camping trip. I'm just saying that right there would have been enough for me. Like I purposely came out here and said what I said that I did. But you never heard me coming out here with any other scandals or craziness. The two things that I done on here was not, the two people that I played on here was not, was I was in control of that. It was not in control of me. And it got out here because I put it out here. I disseminated that. I disseminated the information. And I stood in it and told you why I did it. It was all purposeful what I did. I'm not on here having a fight with my husband. I'm not on here videotaping him hitting me in the head with a club or me hitting him in the head. Come on here with busted lips and bloody noses and eyes and stuff like that. Talk about court cases like that. I'm not coming on here with that in my personal relationship. And the mere fact that you've done that, and now you want to say, oh, well, he should have kept it off of here. You don't know what that man knew. If he wasn't seen on here prior to her passing and he just showed up because she passed, and he have questions as to ask what's going on, what is this, how was she involved in this, to get answers, to get closure, is what it is. I mean, but look at that. He can look at that, but Castro want to fight. He's not gonna fight with me. You're not gonna fight with me, Castro. I'm not Tommy. I don't play those stupid ass games back and forth. I'm talking about what I've seen on here, what I've heard on here, what you've shown me on here. Now you can take it, or you can try to do what you do. Either way, I won't hear it. I don't care. Either way, I don't care. Because I'm not on. So let's see. I'm not trying to read. I'm not trying to cuss. I'm not trying to act a fool. I'm not trying to drag you. I'm not going to do those things. But I'm saying, please don't do that with me. I'm the complete and utter wrong one to do that with. You telling someone to stay off of here with their personal business sounds crazy to any sane person. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Certified, Shaquila. Tell me, Ashton, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Does it not sound crazy for Castro to come on here and say someone should have kept something off of YouTube? Does that sound crazy to y'all, or is it just me? Because I could be on the boat by myself. And if I am, I don't mind rowing by myself. But it sounds crazy to me for Castro to write in my chat, I think he should have kept it off of YouTube. Huh? That just sounds crazy to me. And I'm not trying to be, I said, I'm not trying to attack or go off with all of these. I'm not a Jay Wilson where I'm going to be mad at you or not. So therefore I'm going to start dragging you or not on personal things. No, but I'm saying that comment sounds crazy. Someone with some of the most biggest scandals and oversharing on YouTube is now telling someone else that they need to keep personal stuff off of YouTube. Oh, now you learned your lesson. Until next time. I'm just saying, make it make sense. Oh, so now in this situation, you learned your lesson. Until next time. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I can't tell that man how to grieve. Y'all, just like I don't understand that. I can't tell you how to express yourself in your personal situation. You want the attention, you want the views, you want the clicks. Put your personal business out there. But don't get mad when people start referencing your personal situation. Don't be upset when people start referencing what you've done, what you've shown, how you said things, what you said, how you presented yourself. That's all I'm saying. I can't tell you what to do. I wouldn't have done the things that you've done on here. Just like I wouldn't come on here grieving or letting y'all know anything that's going on in my life. Y'all think that my life has been perfect since for the past, what, 7 years since I've been on here? None of y'all fucking business what I've been going through personally. I come on here to show fun, food, and fashions. That's what I come on here to show you. What goes on in my personal life is none of your fucking business. I would never come on here and cry on anybody's shoulder on here. Why would I do that? I would never come on here boo-hooing to y'all about anything in my personal life. Why the fuck would I do that? I would never come on here letting y'all know how I stand financially and economically. All y'all will see is that I'm thriving. And when I stop thriving, y'all won't know that either. Because it's none of your fucking business. That's my point. My point is, I don't do what y'all do on here. I'm not on here grieving, fighting, begging. And that's the problem. I'm not like y'all. I have an opinion. I don't mind expressing my opinion, even if I like you or not like you. I don't mind expressing myself because what I see it is as right. I don't see things I don't do things for attention from strangers. I like tangibility. I like things that are tangible for me. I don't look at people miles away, devices away, and seek their approval or seek their attention. If I don't have access to you readily, your opinion doesn't mean anything to me. While I still like everybody, love everybody, I know how to love you at a distance. I know how to love you at arm's length. My love for you isn't going to be me telling you all my business or me wanting to know all your business or any of your business. I want to know what you want to tell me. I would love you from afar. I would love you at arm's length. But that's how I am. I don't expect everyone to be like me. I don't expect everyone to have boundaries. I don't expect everyone to know what to share and what not to share, how to grieve and how not to grieve. That's healthy for them. That's y'all's problem. Everyone wants everyone to think the way they think. Everyone wants them to move the way they move. While I wouldn't do the things that Castro have done on here, I wouldn't represent myself the way he have represented himself on here. I can't judge him for that. And if you feel judged, Castro, based on what I'm saying, you're taking the message in all the wrong way. My point is, I can't tell you how to act. I can't expect you to act a certain way. But what I can say is that I wouldn't do it. That's why I say, yeah, because this young man or this man, whoever that he is, has not acted the way that y'all wanted him to act, why are y'all judging him? That everyone has ulterior motives. That everyone's modus operandi is like yours. That everyone's doing things with an angle or with a slant. Just because the majority of you on here are not genuine people who have genuine relationships doesn't mean that people out there who's not in this space that y'all are in don't have the same goodness and genuineness that we expect from each other. Oh, just Castro, we're not, see, we could be good, bad, we could be indifferent. I don't give a fuck one way or the other, Castro. Now, let me be completely honest with you. We're good, trust. We're nothing, trust. We are absolutely nothing, Castro, okay? Young man, don't you ever think that you could come to me and think that you're going to come tell me that we good and like that. I'm not Jay Wilson. Don't fucking play with me, little boy. You got like fucked up. You think you're going to come to me with some bullshit. Oh, we good. Trust. Bitch, we ain't nothing. Understand that. We are absolutely nothing. I don't think about you. I don't care about you. I don't look at you. I won't cuddle you. We are absolutely nothing. Understand that, little boy. We are absolutely motherfucking nothing. I don't care if you're in this chat. I don't care if you comment to me. I don't care if you speak to me or not. I don't care about you, little boy. Understand that. Have I ever tried to call you or contact you or talk to you outside of these motherfucking YouTube streets? No. You're absolutely nothing to me. Like the majority of people on here are to me. The people that I fuck with, is your name ever in that conversation? Is your name ever mentioned when I say the people that I like on here? We're nothing, little boy. Don't fucking play with me. I'm not like them. You should know that. Play with yourself. Oh, I'm sorry, I already had you do that already. Remember that? Don't fucking play with me, little boy. I will always treat you like a fucking toy that I would discard when I'm bored with you. Don't play with me, little boy. You got life fucked up. We good. Trust. Bitch, y'all understand, I'm not that person. I choose to be nice. I choose to be good. I choose to ignore the majority of you motherfuckers on here. Because the majority of you motherfuckers on here are nothing to me. When I say I don't deal with poverty and distractions and bullshit, I mean that. There's nothing that you do, have done, will do that will impress me. Don't play with me, little boy. Keep on writing, Castro. Keep on writing. You're gonna have me drag your motherfucking ass. Don't leave me alone. Say your goodbyes and move on. Say your goodbyes and move the fuck on. Because I'm not interested in dealing with stupid people on any level, on any medium. That's not what I do. You want to make it about you? Don't. I won't do that. Like I was saying, y'all. Like I'm saying. Stop expecting people to grieve, act, and respond the way you would grieve, act, and respond. This man is looking for closure. This man is looking for answers. This man is looking for a reason or a way to move forward in his life without the person that he lost. And what's so crazy is that he happened to look forward and look through it, or look at it through this one aspect of what he found on a device that was attached to her. There are people out here who still have voicemails, emails, and things like that, text messages and stuff like that, of their loved ones from, years ago that happens to listen to it or play it or recall it or view it as a way of remembering, as a way of having connections with. So if someone finds a picture, a voicemail, or email or something that can answer questions that they have answers to, who are we to try to tell them not to explore that? Who are we to tell them that it's not okay to look under that rock? Because when we look under that rock, all we see is stupidity and craziness and drama and plays and things of that nature. That's what my problem is. That's what Deanna was trying to say. Sometimes we need to let shit go. Sometimes we need to move the fuck on and walk on by. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, I've said what I said. I will take absolutely nothing back. Anyone who gets offended by what I say, oh the fuck well, I don't care. Because you being offended does not affect me one way or the other. It's not going to change my life. It's not going to hinder me. Because what I say, what I've said, what I do is not with malicious intent. I'm not trying to be malice towards anyone or with anything. But I said what the fuck I said, and I meant every motherfucking word that I said. I've never been one on here to come on here and play nice. I always come on here and play it real. And even me being real with people is me being quiet and not expressing myself because it's not for me to let everyone know that I think they're not shit. I think they're crazy as fuck, weird as fuck. That ain't my place to let everybody know that. Y'all know what y'all do on here is fucked up. Y'all know what y'all do on here is weird as fuck. Y'all know what y'all do on here that doesn't make sense. That's not logical. Y'all know that. So me coming on here telling you that doesn't mean anything. You're not going to change anything. You're going to still do the crazy bullshit that y'all normally do on here for attention. So I said what the fuck I said. Stop asking questions. Stop pushing buttons that you really can't handle the outcome of. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. I don't need, like I said, I don't need that. I don't care. That must plain to me. People don't get it. I really, truly don't care. Like I said, I use this as entertainment. Y'all use this as lifelines. I have a connection with 3 people on here. 3. And if you're not part of those 3 people I have a connection with on here, as far as outside of this place, while I love everyone on the line, I'm not going to talk to everyone on the line. The people, well, actually more than 3, because I met other people that I like and fucks with on a real level. The people that have met me, that's subscribers and other content creators, they know I'm not playing. They know I don't act for TV, act for YouTube, act for social media. I'm just saying, like, mm-mm. I don't do veiled threats. I don't do sideways threats. I don't do sideways talks. I see everything. I hear everything. I know a lot. I won't say everything, but I know a lot. And the cute little side comments or what's not don't work with me. Doesn't work with me. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said. It's crazy. It's crazy to me for someone who have shown so much that shouldn't be shown to say, Oh, you should have kept that to yourself. When your life is open book on here. Like I said, and I don't even know. The funny thing is with this whole situation, I don't even know the whole story because I'm not following that husband, whoever he is, to other panels. I'm not following other people or watching other people when panels and stuff are being brought up. I don't give a fuck that much. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't care. What I'm talking about is what's on Deanna Irvin's channel on Friday morning. And I'm talking about the grieving process. That's what I'm talking about. So it's not even about the husband or the person who died. It's about the grieving process. How we all look for answers in our grieving process in different ways. How we all find other coping mechanisms that we can use to get over and to get through things. That's what I'm talking about. See, y'all have these shallow conversations. Y'all have these shallow debates, shallow discussions and things of that nature. I'm not like you, like I said. I'm different. Not better, but different than most. I'm talking about what's not being talked about. I'm talking about the grieving process and how we all grieve differently, how we all handle things differently, how we all use different mechanisms in order for us to handle the grieving process. That's what level I'm on. I'm not on this level of shallowness, of, oh, well, he said that, and that's all it is. And you should know. It's about a grieving process. It's about looking beyond what is being said, what is being talked about. It's about, you know what I'm saying, using this as a jumping point for our conversation. And the grieving process is as such. We all grieve differently. We all cope differently. We all look for answers differently in life and in death. And just because you may not understand how one person is doing it doesn't give you the right to judge that. Just because someone chooses to show the worst parts of their lives on here is not for me to judge that. If I choose to comment on it, that's one thing. If I choose to talk about it, that's one thing. But for me to judge it is not my place. What I would do, how I would do it, doesn't make it good, bad, and or different. It just is what the fuck it is. Now, am I going to allow that to affect me and how I move? No, because I know who I am. I know how I move. I know how I'm going to do it. I know how I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, do the things. But yeah, like I said, you know, and like I said, whoever gets offended, whoever you want to take parts of this or pieces of this and take it personally and do whatever, do what you got to do, babe. So I don't care. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? I just saw that my comment was pinned and tagged on Deanna Irvin's chat on her Friday video, and that's what I chose to talk about: the grieving process, the answer, looking for answers, and how it's different for each and every individual. How we all can't, how we all shouldn't. I say can't. We can do what you want. You do what you want to do, but we shouldn't be judging how one person chooses to grieve opposed to how we choose to do it. It can confuse us. It can you know, be something, do something that is, you know, crazy. But to judge it, I think I feel that it's wrong because we all do things differently. We all express ourselves differently. We all do, you know what I'm saying? We're not a monolith. We can't sit up here and say, oh, well, since I don't understand it, it's wrong. We can say, I think it's crazy that someone's doing that because I wouldn't do it. But, you know, to each his own. Like I said, with the whole situation I was just talking about just now, I think it's crazy that you're on here showing all your personal business and relationship business and financial business and housing business and not being able to drive business and all kind of stuff. Whatnot. I think all that's crazy. I wouldn't do it, but to each his own. I can't judge you for it. Like I said, I'm not. I'll be quiet. I'm not trying to read nobody. I'll be quiet. But yeah, y'all know the differences are with people on here. Major differences. Y'all know it. And for me to sit here and go back and forth to someone who I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. It doesn't mean I'm better than anybody. It means that I'm just different. I'm different. I'm not going to argue with people. I don't need to prove that I can cut someone out, that I could drag someone across these lovely floors of mine, plush carpets and things. I don't need to do all that. I don't need to do all that. Don't need to prove all that. Because once you already know. And there's nothing to be proven. Anyway, y'all, I need to work in about shit. I need to work in about 5 hours. I need to try to get at least a couple more hours of sleep. Y'all have a great day. Thank y'all so much for being here. This is your boy Food Junkie. I don't come on here often, and I definitely don't do this often anymore. You know what I'm saying? I can just show some pretty pictures soon. I'll just some good food, some pretty pictures. That's what I need to show to kind of counterbalance this situation I just had. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Love you guys, but as always, it's not important that I love you. It's important that you love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, and definitely respect someone else. Until next time, y'all, this is your boy Phil Junkie, and I'll talk to y'all crazy kids later. Like this motherfucking video, y'all. Y'all saw me a little bit all in my bag. Just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I put a little toe out there, you know what I'm saying? Not much, just a little toe. Y'all have a great day. Till next time. Bye.